So next up in my awesome Sega Saturn console is one of the cheapest games out there. I'm not sure whether that's because it was crap or because it was popular. But yeah, 1996 it says, so it's not cheap because it was an early title, so I can only guess it was crap. And it's hardcore 4x4. I believe it's also one of the cheapest PlayStation games to pick up, but there's that many cheap PlayStation games. There's only like the Resident Evil series and Final Fantasy that go for any kind of money on that console. So it's not surprising that this is cheap. Kind of confusing main menu. I assume that means drive something. Loading. Not a very nice, pleasant on the eye loading screen, really, is it? What have I put into my console? It looks crap. Okay, is it crashed or is it loading? It's still loading.
Perk your ears on up. The run for the race starts here.
So it's a bit jerky.
Watch the hills. They really drag the power out.
C buttons accelerate, which is weird. My god, the last time I saw a racing game that was this jerky was Stunt Race FX, and that was on the goddamn SNES. And that was only because it was like, pushing the boundaries of the system in the Super FX chip. What have they done here? I assume that this is a bad Saturn port. I can't see that the PlayStation version would have been as bad as this and they would have actually released it. This is just a mess. As soon as the scenery turns brown, it just reminds me of the shit that I had this morning. Probably smelled better as well because this shit stinks. Some people sometimes comment on videos and go, man, give the game a chance. And it's like, seriously, there can't be anyone that
Whoa, hardcore!
Yeah, hardcore my ass. There seriously can't be anyone that would say that with this game. You can see how bad it is. It's running at, my estimate would be barely 10 frames a second. It's almost like a fucking slideshow. The bad thing is, it doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem like it plays that bad, but I can't tell because it's like a PowerPoint presentation. I'm just getting a slideshow of a car going through some scenery. On a positive note, about the only positive note I can think of is the sound effects are pretty good. Like you can hear the chassis smashing into the ground, rolling all over the place. But I mean the music's pretty dire, but it'd suit the kind of game if it had good gameplay, smooth graphics, but yeah, this is shit. I mean, I've got, this probably, is it the worst Saturn game I've played yet? Possibly not. I think that Occulade still goes to the Incredible Hulk Pantheon Saga, but this isn't far behind. This is the second worst Saturn game I've ever played. However, I do have a stack of games that I believe, may contain games that could potentially be worse than this game. But how the fuck am I only on 2 out of 3 laps? I feel like I've gone round the course 10 times already. Oh my god. See, the collision detection is pretty much non-existent. That guy just drove through the middle of my car and out the other end. My god, I hope they didn't try to make the tracks any bigger than they are, because that cut the frame rate further. You know, if you make a track twice as big as this, you're potentially cutting the frame rate in half. I mean, they should have done sort of this. They needed to, like, I don't know, cut the amount of cars out on the track, or cut back on there's some kind of particle effects coming off the tyres, giving the impression of mud spraying them. But just, I'd rather have more gameplay, more frame rate than more opponents and mud spray. I'm just going to finish this race, and I can't bring myself to play this game for any longer. It's quite possibly the worst racing game I've ever played. I can't really think of anything worse. Absolute fucking crap! That's what this is.
Whoa!
What the fuck was that? I could understand if this was a launch title, because, you know, you could understand, you could never understand the game being rushed, but you could understand it financially. But this game must have been an absolute
Game over!
fucking failure, both financially and fucking critically. Don't call me a fucking loser. The losers are cunts that fucking programmed it, you fucking pricks.